Hi, welcome to the Enlisted Inzanity podcast, episode 2.
Where the bull starts.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself first with your credentials, because we didn't do that last time.
Yeah, I know. We both said we were military. So I'm Isai again. I am still currently actually in what's called the Marine Corps. That's what I do.
And I am a Navy submarine veteran, torpedoman's mate.
There you go.
Yeah. I put big phallic things into other big phallic things.
Yeah.
Big phallic thing into a hole to shoot out a bigger phallic thing.
I talk to people. I talk to the sky gods.
So, yeah, you would.
Yeah.
All right. So let's spin the wheel, see what we get.
Today.
We're going to respin it.
Yeah.
Because it's more fun that way.
It's off the cuff.
Markiplier.
Markiplier.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Wrote
the topic
Nick in on
is the beauty of Markiplier steps into movie making. That's what we got today.
I feel this could be a good 50-50 one.
Yeah.
I talked to majority last time. You get to go first.
Yeah. I mean, I started off last time as well.
Yeah, but then I still dominated the conversation, so you get to go first.
Okay. I guess I'll give a little background as well for this. Like last time, definitions.
Definitely date the episode.
Yeah, all that stuff. But basically, well, who doesn't know Markiplier? If you don't know who Markiplier is, he is a YouTuber.
Internet OG.
Internet OG. Was that the Bite of 87 guy?
Okay.
Was that the Bite of 87?
Prefer, not necessarily Internet OG, YouTube OG.
Yeah, exactly.
Be specific here.
So, anything past, 2010?
Something like that.
Something like
I
that.
don't know. I honestly didn't know his name until this year. So
That's crazy.
You know what I watched on YouTube?
What?
It was like music videos when I was a kid. Okay, it was the Harry Potter recuts set to like.
Interested in you because she thinks you're the chosen one.
But I am the chosen one. Okay, sorry, kidding.
God.
Nickelback or something, dude. I was lame as hell.
You didn't watch the Maya Heat guy, the headphones?
No.
Oh,
Okay,
that was early YouTube as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was in high school when early YouTube was happening.
Yeah. You would have been, that's what would have been hit.
I would actually, no, I wouldn't have. It would have been middle school for me. But no, I mean, epic rap battles came out while I was on internet. Okay, that to date myself there.
Yeah.
I think Markiplier was on by that point, though.
I'm pretty sure it was.
If I look, I don't know. I have to go back and look at his stuff. But anyways, yeah. So he is a YouTuber, and we'll date the episode so you can know who put out a movie.
Yep.
So, I think it was crowdfunded or self-funded.
Self-funded. Everything was self-funded.
Yeah. So he put out a horror movie based on a video game. Kind of takes away from it's an independent thing, but not enough to really ruin it because he's still like it was his own it's still
thing.
His movie, and I hate anybody that goes like, well, it's not an original IP. Well, screw you. I don't care. Nothing's an original IP anymore.
And I'm pretty sure you talked with the guy who made the game, got the IP, and talked about
what he did video game adaptation, right? What? I've not seen it yet. I hear it's great.
It's good. I would say it's good.
But it's not really what we're talking about. It's not the movie, but the effects of the movie.
And what he did.
Yes.
Exactly. So, like I said, Markiplier, YouTuber, Bite of 87 guy. He makes this movie, but it's all self-funded. And what's crazy about it is that he topped #1 in the box office.
Yeah, briefly. Yeah. I think was there actually. Not even briefly. That was weekend. A couple of weeks.
Yeah. He was #1.
He beat something big out, too. What else came out that time?
Him?
Yeah, what other movies came out of that time? Because he topped something big.
Here, I can look it up. Yeah. I just remember he was #1. Hollywood got mad. They took it down.
Yeah, they were forced to put it back up.
Yeah.
Screw yourself, Hollywood. No one cares about you.
Let's see here.
Dumb comments.
Okay. Oh, so this is what his gross for. $49.95 million.
So basically 50 million.
Yeah. Let's see if I can. What else is?
I don't know that he shows it, but
Yeah.
I know there was at least one other movie that was supposed to be big at that point, and it did not.
Yeah, it flopped.
Ba-ding.
Oh, it came up. Thanks, Nick.
Third wheel, Nick for the save.
There
All right.
Send Help, which was another movie that's supposed to be big as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, well that helps. Kind of gauges where it's at.
Which was, if I'm not mistaken, that one was an industry.
Yeah.
Like golden child. This will do amazing, and it was.
Yeah.
Flop, as most of those tend to be.
Well, yeah, because they focus more on not originality, but like tropes. They hard on tropes where like this is the type of character because it works.
I would push back on that because I don't think a trope is necessarily a bad thing to play into.
Not if you do it like 1,000 times over.
Well, I mean, a trope's a trope for a reason.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I mean by that though is that you can do tropes like the hero's journey is a trope technically.
Yeah.
But it's like a gold standard trope because it works really well.
Mm-hmm.
I think certain tropes work better than others.
True.
I mean, like his is even technically a trope. It's a horror movie that's based on a video game, which is becoming more and more of a trope because we're seeing it more and more.
More often.
I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's is
Five Nights at Freddy's is
a freaking all of the failed Resident Evil movies based on video games.
Yeah, that's another episode just about the Resident
Y'all
Evil
don't even
movies.
get me started. That I will take over the podcast at that point. Yeah. But no, I think it's good because it shows that there is at least people outside the industry willing to put the effort into making a movie, and it does well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think it's a little harsh to say it's like an indie movie because he already had an established name and brand to himself. That's really what pulled a lot of people in. Yeah. And then it's not nostalgic, but a curiosity. It's something new.
Yeah.
Can he actually pull it off?
Can he pull it off?
So I think if you actually look at that versus something that would be like more of an actual indie movie, that's going to do a lot worse than that. But it does show potential. Yeah.
What was it? It's like the whole, like, I guess the big idea was that, hey, you don't need to be a big industry. You don't need to pour these millions upon millions of dollars, sorry, billions of dollars into this movie to make it good. He says, I don't know if you saw it or not, but like I think it was the week before the movie is going to get released. Mm-hmm. He looks up all the movie theaters that how you say it, asked for the movie to be there in the theater. So people could request it.
Right.
People could request, be like, hey, do you want to watch this movie at our movie theater?
Right.
That's what my buddy said. They requested it. Funny story though. They actually they went the day beforehand. It was supposed to be released. My movie theater back home for some reason does that. The day before it'll show up, and so people will go and watch it. But what's funny is because I'm pretty sure they ended up with the wrong movie. So because they said, oh, we're gonna watch the movie, but then they said that it wasn't the right movie. We didn't know what it was, and they ended up going the next day. But anyways, you could request it. He does that. He looks it up, and he sees that basically across the map, across the country, everywhere the movie is sold out. Yeah. Like, completely sold out, and especially in his hometown, which was crazy as well. Because he got very emotional as well in the movie, the video. Yeah. And one of the words he kind of said, like, final words he kind of said was like, if you have passion, you can do it. And this was kind of like...
Well, and that's the real key behind all of this, is that a lot of people making films now are not making them with passion. They're making them because it sounds like... So it says, I think we discussed this at another point. I discussed this with a lot of people, that there's... I think it was Ryan Coogler had come out and made a statement that, like, you can't get a movie made unless it's attached to an IP anymore. And I'm gonna credit this because I'm pretty sure I heard this on Nerdrotic and their discussion of it, and they were talking about it. It's like, that is because if they put it out as a new idea, then it falls back on the studio and whoever okayed it. Yeah. If they do it through an IP, then it's the IP's fault. It's the fandom of that IP's fault for not showing up, no matter how much you've destroyed that IP.
Yeah. We talked a little bit about that in the last episode.
I'm not going to go on for another Star Wars rant.
Hey man, I love the pew pew, but maybe the pew pew wasn't it,
Not today. But no, I think that's really what people are getting at, and that's what he's getting at. It's like, you can, and I think this is the problem with a lot of people. You got a lot of people in Hollywood right now. They're passionate, but they're not willing to risk for that passion. Yeah. I mean, because there's a big risk, because if you put out something that's garbage, it's gonna fail. I think there's a prime example of that last week, The Bride. Did you hear about that one?
Yes, yeah.
So that's Gyllenhaal. That's Maggie Gyllenhaal's movie. Mm-hmm. Like, and she even, like, apparently in an interview literally said, like, I'm becoming a director because of Trump. Okay, so you have a passion for activism, apparently.
Yeah.
And then you made a movie, and it failed. But who's that on? That's only really on her. Mm-hmm. That's her as the director, and her as, I think, the producer, too.
Yeah, as well.
So, I mean, it's like, that's the thing. It's like, you can do this like Markiplier and have a really good movie.
Yeah.
If you make a movie that nobody wants to see, or nobody likes, and then it gets trashed because nobody liked it that went to see it originally, there might be people that like it.
Yeah.
But I think what you're actually starting to see more than anything in the industry is a return back to form of something I liked probably late 90s, early 1000s, that I kind of started to notice is like the return of the B-movie cult classics.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, this is not a good movie. But there's people that love it.
Yeah. What's
like
that? Oh, that movie we watched earlier this year. The guy with their knights, the brothers.
Their knights?
Yeah, no, like they're princes. My bad. And they go on this quest.
Oh, Your Highness.
Yeah, Your Highness.
Well, so I wouldn't call that one so necessarily as a B movie. That is more in the vein because that was Franco and for God's sake, I want to say Rogan, but I don't think Rogan was involved in that one.
Yeah.
Maybe. But Danny McBride and Franco, but that was in Franco's era of making really sloppy comedies.
Yeah, but like
they're fun, but they're sloppy comedies.
Exactly. People would be like, "Oh, that was."
Because that was same period as like Pineapple Express and what the fuck? I mean, This Is the End came out about that time. That's actually a pretty good one, but it is. I would still classify that as a sloppy comedy. But again, there are people that really like that and they really love that. Mm-hmm. They're going to have a good time with it. I don't think necessarily that necessarily means it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
Because you got to be okay to have your little niche. Like, if you think about it, something like, what's that?
Which one?
What's a movie that has like a really cult classic vibe to it?
Cult classic. I was going to say Tron, but...
I mean, you're talking the original Tron, or you're talking Legacy?
Original Tron.
I was going to say, so, original Tron, yeah, probably. You could call that kind of cult classic. But I would say, but even more so, because that's kind of a Disney movie, and that's... Yeah. I don't know if it was a Disney movie when it was made.
No, back then it was still, like, independent.
Was it? I don't remember. But you've got... It was a good niche movie. I'd say Rocky Horror Picture Show, but that's
Scream. Say Scream.
Scream's not niche. Oh my God, they have 7 sequels to that thing. What are there, 9 now? I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. 9.
Yeah, somewhere between 7 and 9 movies now.
Said it.
No, no, we're not doing that.
You almost said it.
We're not doing that, you spaz brain.
Okay. Sorry. My brain rot. Niche. What would be a niche though? Is it maybe like saying...
maybe Donnie Darko would be another one of those. Butterfly Effect.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Where like they have their following, they're diehard fans that will watch them constantly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But they're definitely not like
the best movies.
The best movie. They're like, okay, they're cool.
Yeah.
They're cool. Like they're cool, or like you have people that just like. So like for me, like I personally love the early thousands, the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Yeah. Oh, right. You were talking about that. Right?
Love it. Yeah, I think it's. First of all, it's 10 times better than the new one because the new one is just trash.
Yeah,
it is. Let's play to every trope we can for D&D, and it does not do a good job. It's a meme fest. Yeah, let's be fair. Yeah. It's a meme fest, and it's fine. You can be a meme fest and cater to your audience. I don't really care.
It was like basically what D&D is, what D&D feels like. You know what I mean? Like the difference.
Oh yeah, because the new one's definitely did what D&D feels like.
What you're doing.
The original is what a game actually is. That's like you sit down at a table and that's what your character's going to experience is through the eyes of Ripley. And I hate everybody going, well, it's just like a main character because it's an actually written story. You got to follow main characters. Like you can't have 12. That just doesn't work.
Yeah.
That works in like a TV show.
Yeah, but because you have time.
You have time, and I feel like as a TV show it would have been done just fine. But. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's definitely feels more like a return to that. A return to we're gonna have movies that are gonna come out and they're gonna have their following. Mm-hmm. But Hollywood hates that.
Yeah, because it make big bucks.
Boom, right there. It's not gonna make the money. It's not gonna make all the money. No, it's gonna make you gotta spend less. Why? Because you ain't making that return.
It's like I don't know. I feel it's got to the point where like if I put lots of money into this, then that means I'll get a lot of money out, right?
Yeah.
Well, You know.
Well, a prime example of something I would say shows that you're seeing something turn around, and this one had a lot of investment in it, so it's not quite the same scale.
Yeah.
But the Dune movie, the first Dune, not the '80s Dune movie, the newer Dune movie, that is what was it 22? Was that 22?
22, yeah. Yep, because it came out my senior year, 22.
Yeah, so 22. So like that one, you had people that knew Dune, so it had an established audience. It was an IP already established, but that IP had kind of been put on the back burner and been dead for a long time. Yeah. Nobody touched it.
It was a book, right? It's a book.
Yeah, so it's based off a book series. Amazing book series, by the way. It had an 80s movie rendition, which I hear is... It depends on the viewer. That's a cult classic. That's a cult classic. It was like, it depends on the viewer, because there are viewers that are like, this is the definitive Dune movie, and then you have others that are like, this is horrible 80s action flick.
Yeah.
And sci-fi movie. And then you had an early thousands TV movie that was the sequels.
Oh, okay.
It was, I think it was a combination of 2 and 3. But that's how it's basically the second and third book, which gets the lead up to the God Emperor of Doom.
Okay.
I say Doom, not Doom. Yeah. It's fucking Doomsday is throwing me off with it, which I don't care. But that's a prime example of like we're gonna see that, because what happened? We had Dune come out.
Yeah.
Now it was already pre-scheduled to have a sequel, so we knew it
was gonna happen.
It was gonna happen. But it made more money than anybody projected.
Yeah.
Now, part of that was because it came out on streaming coinciding, and then the sequel came out. And that one didn't come out on streaming, and it made tons of money. Mm-hmm. What we're going to see, and I'm curious what this summer, the end of the summer, is going to look like.
Yeah.
Because we get Doomsday and Dune 3.
Yeah.
Well, it's really technically the second book, but the third movie, releasing on the same day.
Ooh.
So you have people going out and saying, we're going to go watch Doomsday and do the whole Barbenheimer
joke. Yeah, I was about to say, it's like the Barbenheimer.
Yeah, they say they want to do the Barbenheimer thing again. But that's 2 3-hour movies. And if I've got to choose personally, Marvel has lost me as a core audience. I'm going to go see Dune because they haven't burned me yet.
Well, we all know after what's called Endgame, everything just went downhill.
Well, Endgame was the capper, and that's where they should have left it.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be there.
And that was fine. And you could have come back and had another attached movie, but you needed to lose your original cast. The original cast needed to go away, which is why I was like, they missed an opportunity with Infinity War.
To kill everybody off?
To kill everybody who wanted to leave off. Or anybody who's been there long enough. Just kind of like end cap it and like, okay, now what do these newer heroes do when the old guard is gone?
It's like what's that TV show called? It was like on Disney, XD. It's like the children of the Avengers.
Oh, dear God.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
It's like the Age of Ultron sort of thing.
Yeah.
Ultron's the main antagonist, but like it's only Hulk and Iron Man who are alive. Everybody else died off. But then their kids
I think it's Young Avengers.
Yeah, Young Avengers.
I think that's what you're thinking about. Yeah. But like that kind of franchise is just not viable anymore.
No.
Because, I mean, fucking Downey's getting paid $50 to $100 million
per
movie. Per movie he's in. So he's gonna walk away from Doomsday and the follow-up to Doomsday.
Yeah.
Battle World.
Wars,
Secret Wars. I think we started on Secret Wars. Yeah. But that he's gonna get upward of $100 to $200 million just for showing it. He's like, I don't care if it's slop or not. I'm getting bank. And I don't blame the guy. Make your money.
Yeah.
He had a rough start in the 80s.
He had his, I guess, passion project with Iron Man, the first 3 movies.
I wouldn't say Iron Man was a passion project. Iron Man was a risk to hire Junior. He really was, because he was not a name.
Well, so this was at that point, right?
Well, because he had a lot of controversy coming out of the 80s. He had, I think he was an addict for a while.
He had a lot of DUIs.
And was very much not a safe investment, because I think he had a few projects where he was a very bad deal in the project, and so he kind of like got blackballed.
Yeah, and he also like got jail time as well?
Something like that. I mean, most of the people out of the 80s did. I mean, Winona Ryder was shoplifting in the early thousands, I think.
Yeah.
Whatever. But you know what I mean? It's like actors from that period had issues, and that's fine. And you can have issues, that's fine. And he turned his life around, he came back.
Yeah.
But this was the thing that early Marvel did that new Marvel won't do.
Yeah.
Took risk.
Yeah.
They hired a risky actor. You brought in a character who at that point was not loved. Mm-hmm. Iron Man was not beloved outside of comic books.
Yeah.
Like, comic book people liked.
I guess a movie were still into the DC, like Batman.
Yeah, people in movies knew DC.
Yeah.
And they knew predominantly Batman, Superman.
Yeah.
That's it. You really didn't know many other people out of that.
Yeah, because they were...
And Spider-Man, because we had already had Spider-Man and
Spider-Man.
the X-Men.
1 and 2 at that point.
But you have to understand, is like that's the thing, is like the early thousands set up the MCU with Spider-Man, X-Men, or X-Men, but the X-Men. There's only one X-Man, and it's Wolverine.
Yeah.
Because the rest of them, whatever, they can fade off into existence. Nobody cares. As Daredevil and not Daredevil, Deadpool Wolverine showed us.
Yeah.
Daredevil should have been in that movie, but but yeah, you see that attempts to start up universes again and again and again and again.
Yeah.
Now, it worked in the animated sense with DC. Because DC had its expanded universe. You had the Batman the animated series, you had the Superman series, Young Justice, Justice League,
all these spin-off movies.
All of the spin-off movies and stuff, and they had a great one, and they kind of killed it when they tried to redo it and refresh it.
New 52.
Yeah, well, New 52 came out, and then they refreshed it, and...
They did Flashpoint?
No. The animated universe got a new, so I think it was Justice League War.
Oh, okay.
And it was a Brainiac invasion or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it tries to do very similar to what the Batman versus Superman does, where it's like, oh, we're gonna kick off a new leg of a universe.
Yeah. And
it just doesn't work. But that era of movie is just going away. That like everything has to get interconnected, it all has to run, and I think we're gonna see that with Doomsday.
Think so?
I think Doomsday is gonna be profitable. Just simply because it's the first Avengers movie in forever, and they're pulling enough names that people want to come back for member berries just to see.
Yeah.
Because I mean, shit, you got Nightcrawler, you've got you got everybody.
You got Cyclops.
You got Cyclops. Yeah, you got James Marsden coming back to play Cyclops. Okay, that alone will pull some people in.
I will say that 3-second clip.
Xavier, you got Xavier, Magneto. The good ones coming in, and I honestly wouldn't even say the good ones because McAvoy and why am I spacing on
the actors?
Yeah, the guy who played Magneto in the second one.
I
can't remember why. I love the actor too. I just can't remember his name.
Here we go. Magneto, right?
Yeah. New Magneto. Newer Magneto.
I'm pretty sure so. Yep.
Michael Fassbender. Yep. I was like, geez, Fassbender. I love Fassbender. He's great great actor. Just amazing at his work. And he was a really good Magneto.
Yeah.
The writing just got trash, and an actor can only do so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what you're going to see is you're going to see the same thing that happened to the Spider-Man movies, the same thing that happened to the X-Men movies, both runs.
Yep.
And the same thing that happened to DC. Marvel's about to hit that point.
Yeah.
And it's going to tank. It's going to tank hard.
Yeah, the stomp.
The only thing bringing people back for this next one is to see those actors.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a crap about the movie.
Yeah,
and if you do, you're lying.
Okay, there's going to be some guy who's read the comic is like, oh my god, I've been for so long.
Okay, but let's actually break that down. If you're going to see Doomsday, what are you going to see it for? You're either going to see it for an actor that's in it, because you like the actor, or you like the character they played, i.e. Magneto, Charles Xavier, or Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
One of the two of those reasons coming. Or you're going to see it because you're a comic book fan who's really nerdy about Doom, which I'm not a huge Doom fanboy, so, I mean, he's a cool character. I just not a
cool character design, cool power set.
Yeah, but he's always used as, like...
Well, okay, get me wrong, he's a very powerful villain, but majority of the time he does get written off as, like, a joke character.
Well, he's either written off as a joke character, or he's written off as you see this happen because Doom made it happen.
Yeah.
It's like the Luther effect for DC, where it's like, you see, Luther was behind it all.
A1.
Oh, dude, fucking God. Or, like, they did that in the comics for a long time, where I don't remember what character it was.
For DC or Marvel?
I think it was Marvel. Where it's just like, you see, and it was this character all along. Galactus, thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't remember.
Yeah,
and it's still prepping for the invasion of Galactus, and they're leading up to, and I get why they did it, but at the same point, it's like, come on, either introduce the character or don't.
Yeah.
And now so that would work. Doomsday would work if you had spent all of the last phase building up to Doomsday.
Yeah.
You spent all the last phase building up to Kang, and to then fire the actor.
Well, okay, yeah. Well, things happen that actor...
So recast the actor.
Okay, here's the thing. Think about this. I think that's like... I don't know how to feel about that, too. Because I don't know if you remember Fantastic Beasts. Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. was replaced because the controversy he had with his ex-wife at that point.
Not Junior.
Junior?
That wasn't. That was.
Oh, that wasn't Robert. That was what's it called? Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Shoot, what am I forgetting his name?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Yeah. Johnny Depp. Beloved character. He made that.
Beloved character. Beloved actor.
Beloved character.
And controversy, and they fired him. Now, I agree with Marvel's firing.
Yeah.
Of Jonathan Major. That's fine. And you know what? You can have your disputes. You can think he's innocent. You can think he's guilty. He was convicted. Blah, blah, whatever. I don't care. But if you're going to do that, you cannot undo what you've done. You led up to... And this is the easiest character to recast.
Yeah. Because
he's a multiverse character. So we've already shown that multiverse characters can be different actors.
Yeah.
Different people. Loki itself does that in its own show. Yeah. Well, he has a female version of Loki.
There's an alligator version of
himself. And then you have it again in Deadpool Wolverine, where you have, it's the Cap joke. He's going to say that. Flames on. It's like, so you've already proved that you can do it, but you didn't do that.
Yeah, which is weird.
Because if you wanted to do that and go like, okay, we're going to do the Avengers 1 thing, and we're going to lead up to Kang, but Kang's not really the bad guy. It's really Doom who's in the background. But now we're going to introduce Doom at that moment, and then he's going to do the next phase.
That would have been fine.
That would have been fine. They haven't done that because they can't write.
Well, that's the whole...
I'm sorry, they can't write. I've seen some of the new movies. I've watched some of the TV shows. They can't write. And most of the things that are like held up at all are held up by previous fandoms, like Daredevil Born Again. What holds that show up? The fandom who is still holding out hope that the next season will be good as the original Netflix series is, and it never will be.
The fan cult you're talking about?
I'm a part of that, yes. But I'm a Daredevil fanboy in general, so...
Yeah. That'd be comic books or...
Comic books, the original Netflix run, and I do actually personally like the Affleck movie.
That was
from the early...
That was decent.
I like it.
That was decent.
Anybody who... Well, I hate it because you see, like, Spider-Man did it right, and I was like, if you watch Spider-Man and you watch Daredevil, they're the same level of camp. The only difference is that Spider-Man doesn't use modern alt music as its soundtrack, which feels weird.
Yeah.
You don't have Evanescence blaring.
Yeah.
What's supposed to be a build-up moment.
Well, technically, he would he's still technically a teenager. First movie, second movie, he's like, young adult?
For Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
he's Spider-Man young adult in the first film.
Yeah.
Because he's...
High school.
He's in high school when he gets the powers, he graduates, and then they're in college.
Yeah.
So...
Surprised they didn't play in Homecoming, how they play music of the time, you know what I mean?
But they don't even do that in Homecoming.
I'm pretty sure they do some of it.
No, that is all like 80s throwback retro music that's like, well, yeah, because like Let's Go, like Hey Ho, Let's Go.
Oh, yeah.
That's an 80s song. And that starts the movie with that. It's like you very much said it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a very like nerdy throwback. I like the retro stuff because it's different kind of feel. But you're doing that to bring the nostalgia. It's the same thing Guardians did with their soundtrack.
Yeah.
That is entirely there to pull people and go like, I like that song.
Let me watch the movie.
I'll watch the movie. Or like you see the scene, you walk in on somebody watching, you're like, oh, that's kind of a cool scene. It fits with the music, and that was fine. But there's another example of Marvel taking a huge chance. Guardians wasn't popular before that movie.
No.
I mean, even amongst comic book fans, I didn't know about Guardians before that.
Really?
And I read comics.
I mean, like I said, they're like a side thing happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, there's the main thing.
They're not a big anchor, and that really made them a big anchor. And the same thing with Iron Man is that he wasn't a huge anchor. Now, he was an Avenger, true, but everybody knew more than Iron Man, they knew Cap.
Yeah.
And what put Iron Man on the board was Civil War.
Yeah.
As, like, the big two. These are the big two in the Avengers.
Yeah.
I think before that, it was all kind of equal. Like,
it was sort of like,
it was all divvied up. Ragtag team. Yeah, it was all divvied up, and it was ragtag. It wasn't this like paragon of good that they became.
Yeah.
And then you have the like misfit teams that crop up. I can't even remember some of those.
Thunderbolt was a recent
Thunderbolts, Dark Avengers. You've got
the Hulk. I was like animated. You have the Hulk, the Agent Smash.
Yeah, you've got all sorts of stuff for for animated and comics. But as far as like movies, and this is what Markiplier does really well. And we'll tie it back to the original topic and what we're discussing. As far as movies go, and the reason his film worked, one, it wasn't a huge IP, so there was very little expectation on what the movie should be. Yeah. Because I guarantee, how many of those people went in knowing it was a video game?
Not much.
Probably not many. How many people went in knowing the video game, even if they knew it was a video game? Probably not as much. Yeah. As like something like, if I said we were gonna have a Halo movie, people come in with expectations. Yeah. You know it's a video game. You know the story. IP, so. Like if you're a gamer, you know the Halo story. If you're even alive in the early thousands, you knew what Halo was. Yeah.
You would hear the choir.
Yeah, you heard the choir. You may not know it off just the choir, but like if you saw a picture of Master Cheeks, you go, "Oh, that's Halo."
You say Master Cheeks.
Master Cheeks. Did I say Master Cheeks?
I heard you say Master Cheeks.
Master Cheeks. I'm so used to saying it now. It's such a joke. It's so good. That damn Amazon Paramount show. Yeah. How dare they?
Yeah, don't get me started.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. We'll do Halo for another day. Yeah. But yeah, so it's like that was the joy. He picked it. He picked an IP that he liked. Yeah. He was passionate about. Made it, and there's very little expectation coming into it. Yeah. So this is kind of what I say the original Resident Evil movies do pretty well. At least the first two. After that, they go off the rails. Yeah. If you knew about the video game, you came with expectations. Yeah. Otherwise, it was just a horror movie. That's why they did so well. Yeah. I mean, Resident Evil wasn't really that popular.
But when those movies came out, no.
On the wide-scale pop culture before those movies came out. The Milla Jovovich movies really put Resident Evil on the modern, wide-scale pop culture. Yeah. And that's why it did well. Because people didn't have expectations until, and this is the problem, because 4 comes out right at the same point those are. And 4 was gamer joy. People played that. And even if you never played the games before, you oh, cool, shooter. That was alright. It was a rebrand. It was different. It was survival horror, but it was still action-y enough that you'd have fun with it. But that's the problem. And that's really where it starts to derail. Because the games start to change. Yeah. The movies, the community changes. Now more people know about the games. Now you have a double effect. Because you've put the movies into the zeitgeist, and the zeitgeist now knows. But you've also put 4 out, and now the gamers who know about the movie go to that as their first game. So now they have that as their expectation. Yeah. And that's where you get the derailment and insanity, because I would say 4 was widely perfectly acceptable. 5 is about a 50-50 split. And 6 is horrible. Yeah. At least, let me caveat that. 4 is horrible on gameplay. Story-wise, it's weak, but it's not the worst that they've ever done. Yeah. But it went so anime, over the top, action-y for its stuff where you're like doing backflips and crawling across the floor as you pop. It's insane. Yeah. It really got away from its horror roots. And that's fine. You can change and evolve, but the movies follow the same pattern. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Markiplier is great. I don't want to see a franchise out of that. Yeah. Leave it as a one movie. Move on to another thing. This is what I really hope they do if they ever do Dead Space. Oh. If they ever do a Dead Space movie.
Just the first game.
Either do a movie or do a TV show. I would prefer a TV show.
I would prefer a TV show. It would be better.
I would actually caveat that. For the first game, I'd like a movie. Okay. Because there's not enough story there to keep you running that long on a TV show. Unless you're doing tons of flashbacks to his relationship with his girlfriend.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Now, you could do that. I don't want to hand writers these days more than they need to. Yeah. Because I feel like they're going to ruin. The more they have to touch, the worse it's going to be. Because they're going to try and pull more and more and more elements, and then try to work out and tweak more and more elements and change it. Oh, yeah. Versus if we're going to have a concise movie. It's going to be 2 hours. It's going to be the game. Yeah. Don't need to worry. Now you could do a story, like a TV show, on the second one. It's a little more action based. It's a little more character driven. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit more than just a horror survival game. Yeah. At least it tries to be. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's still its main focus. So
it's still its main focus, but I mean, you're starting to get more of the cult of what the fuck is the name?
character?
Unitology, the Church of Unitology, which you're getting all of this exposition on like how Earth is, how things are. So like you're getting all these things that you could do better on a TV show than a movie. But the first game, no, it needs to be a movie.
Yeah, to capture
But you could do both. You could do, hey, let's do a movie and then let's do a TV show.
Yeah.
You can mix and match. Yeah. I don't know why people forget that.
You do the both.
Disney's been doing it horribly for years, but you can do it.
Yeah. God, I mean, I think that's the MCU, you know, like, hey, all these are connected. TV shows, movies, one-shots, things like this. All of them are connected.
But that's its weakness. Mm-hmm. Like, it used to be its strength. Now it's its weakness. Because, honestly, what made Phase 1 really great?
The movies, the big, like, it showed the core heroes, right?
But not even that. But, like, what about those movies made it great? Because Thor is objectively the weakest of those movies. But why?
They were connected. You would stay at the end of the movie and you would see, like,
they were connected, but they were isolated stories that focused on the characters, and they were complete stories.
Yeah.
They weren't, we're going to wedge in, this is going to happen, and this is going to happen, and this is going to only be here to add in something for another. That's Marvel's issue.
Yeah.
They're trying to connect so much that they're making something that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And then you have people who come in, and like, this is the problem that Doomsday is going to fall to, is that people don't want to do homework to go see a film.
Yeah.
And I'm not the first one to make this argument. There's tons of people that have been making this. But it's like, it's a culmination of everything. I'm not going back to watch everything.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Ironheart. Why? Because I didn't feel like I need to. And honestly, I've heard the reviews. I don't need to.
No.
I didn't see more than the first 5 minutes of Quantumania. Why? Because it was horrible, and I wanted to beat my screen. It was awful. And then Love and Thunder, I liked in the moment because it felt a little bit more like Ragnarok. And then as I walked out of the theater, I'm like, oh, that was good. And the longer I sat with it, the worse it got in my head. And I realized that, oh, yeah, that's not that good.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically a dude trying to get his girlfriend back. Girlfriend dies, and now he has a daughter. Sorry, spoilers.
That's fine. I mean, it's old enough, man.
Yeah.
But, I mean, my point, though, is that phase, Doctor Strange 2, Love and Thunder, what was something else that came out around that time?
Spider-Man. One other Spider-Man movie.
Spider-Man was good.
Yeah.
Spider-Man,
No Way Home.
No Way Home was good.
Yeah. That's because you have the Spider-Man.
Quantumania, which I just said.
Yeah.
So Quantumania, things like that.
Yeah.
Why did those do good? One, we're coming off of the high of Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah.
And then the movie was wedged between and nobody really saw.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be fair, Captain Marvel, nobody really went to see.
Yeah.
And,
well, because you didn't even need to see it.
You didn't need to. It was useless. It would have been so much better if you put it before.
Or after.
Or just dump it after Endgame to be like, oh, this character, well, here's her background. Would have been better if, Brie Larson could act.
Like Wonder Woman. Like in the DCU, how the Wonder Woman movie came after. Now you understand her background,
And I would vastly argue that the Wonder Woman movie was good, and actually, I would even argue it was better than Batman v Superman.
It was. The theme song was on point.
Oh, it was point.
The acting
the acting was good. The action was good. The character development was good. But I think the problem with those movies after Endgame is that they tried very much to just play on member berries and other IPs.
Yeah.
What was the problem of Love and Thunder? It felt like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, even though it did have the Guardians in the beginning.
It had the Guardians in the beginning, but it tried so much to be Guardians of the Galaxy, irreverent humor.
Was it made by James Gunn?
No.
Who directed it?
I think it was Tahiti.
Tahiti?
Yeah, I think it was the same director as Ragnarok.
Oh.
Taika Waititi.
Okay.
Waititi. I don't know how to say his name.
We'll put it up.
Taika.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he directed it. And the problem is, he got a reputation really quick for kind of being a one-trick pony. And that's not
kind
of what it was. It was like, you only know how to do irreverent humor.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's fine, but you now have a very serious enemy, a very serious movie. You have characters dealing with cancer and death and the culmination of life and relationship. That's really heavy crap. Yeah. But they were so scared to go anywhere near Dark World territory on levels of seriousness, because Dark World takes it to another level.
No, it's hence the name Dark World. But
I actually like Dark World. I think it's
cool
fine. Concept. I felt like it wasn't the best. The Dark Elf thing.
Well, I thought they were going to tie that into Venom. Since Venom comes from the Dark World and all that.
Yeah, but then you'd have to actually own Spider-Man, and Marvel shot themselves in the foot with that a long time ago.
Yeah. I kind of thought that was gonna happen, or like, for example, like you said, things that just didn't happen. Like at the end of Venom, he ends up being transported into the main MCU universe.
Yeah, much wasted opportunity for that.
Yeah, you see, he wants to eat Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Just never happens.
Never happens. We never see it, and he goes back, and nothing.
Yeah, because they redo it all in the next movie because Spider-Man basically says, everybody in this universe forgets who I am.
Yeah, you want to know what's funny about that?
What?
It's not going to matter because it's still not going to happen, even in Doomsday, which is where it'd be perfect to put it.
Yeah.
We have this massive culminating event. Bring Venom in.
Yeah, I thought they were going to do it, but I don't think so.
And if the leaks, what I hear are right, are horrible, we're going to kill off Spider-Man and Wolverine in the first 5 minutes.
What?
Tobey Maguire.
Oh, Spider-Man.
And Hugh Jackman.
Oh, God.
Those characters, within the first, according to the leaks that I've heard.
That's exactly insane.
So if that's true, I'm like, I don't want to wait. I want to wait. I'm going to wait until the reviews. I'm going to go see Dune. I'm going to enjoy myself and my sci-fi.
Yeah.
Epic.
Yeah.
And, my horrible, super religious.
Hey, listen.
Super religious space jihad.
This is why we like it, and that's why we like Warhammer.
Yeah, man, nothing like good space racism.
Nothing unites people like space racism.
Man. Yeah.
We say what? Helldivers, Warhammer. What else?
Halo.
Yes, Halo. Oh my God.
Star Wars.
Yeah. True. Yeah. True.
I mean, Star Wars, you're picking a side. You're either picking a side
of
the races or the human Nazi allegory or the terrorist group.
Quote unquote rebellion, resistance.
No, terrorist group.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they blow up shit.
Sorry, I'm an Imperial main and I will stay that way.
Yeah,
the Empire did nothing wrong. The Emperor was the problem.
Yeah. I mean,
that's true.
That's true.
Yeah, honestly, the Emperor and Vader are the issue. Otherwise, the Empire was fine.
Yeah. Governing police force kept everything pretty safe.
A strong force. It kept people safe. You increased economics. You had a better political system.
Yeah. Instead of like everybody, what was it, like the Republic where there's like
oh yeah, everything got bogged down in politics and it just didn't work.
Exactly.
Yes, I side with the Empire.
Yes. I mean, it makes sense.
Alderaan was the biggest mistake.
It's 1,000 what's it called, starships instead of one Death Star.
Yeah.
Thing,
taking 1,000 starships with more firepower than I've ever seen. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that quote. Yeah, but again, we're not derailing. But
yeah.
But that's the thing is that like, so if we get back to like the thing with Markiplier and what he did,
he opened a whole new door.
He reopened it. It's not even a whole new door. It's just an old door that, like, yeah, you can make some. Like, think about something like
I keep thinking about like the YouTube movies. Fan made.
I'm go back even before that. Early thousands, late 90s. How many movies were made on books? I guarantee you at least 50%. 50%.
I'm trying to think of all of them. Just Lord of the Rings.
Not even the big ones.
Big ones.
Not even the big ones. If you look at most movies, half the time in the intro credits or the extra credits, they'll say based on the novel by blah. Mm-hmm. Because most movies aren't original. They're just visualizations of another IP, and that's fine. Yeah. Because guess what? It's really easy to get a book written and published compared to a movie. Especially now in the age of self-publishing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so it is definitely one of those, it's like, if we're going to do, and that's why gaming works really well. It's like, gamers will come see it.
Yeah.
Fans of the game will come see it. Fans of you will come see it. So, like, let's say, we're talking about Junior. So, let's say Robert Downey Jr. picked an IP, said he was going to make a movie, he was going to invest in it, hire a director, and he was going to put something out.
Yeah.
How many people will come just to see it because of Johnny's name's attached to it? A huge amount.
Yeah.
Huge amount. Very few people go to see movies for the love of the movies. Mm-hmm. I like doing that on occasion, but typically I do that at home. I'm not going to go to the theater, especially with fucking $15 a ticket.
True, yeah. He's got that.
And then my wife doesn't really like sitting through movies, so if I'm doing it, I'm either doing it alone or I'm going with somebody else, and I can't ever get people locked down.
Didn't she go with you with the Lord of the Rings?
She went with me to that because I pre-bought tickets, and I was not.
Okay.
I spent $90 to pre-buy tickets for that.
Yeah.
And that was a big event that I was like, and I'm going to do that again next year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pre-buy the tickets for episode 4's re-release in theaters.
Okay.
That's coming, because that's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But it is one of those that is the opportunity that Hollywood's dropping right now. You have so many people that are known.
Yeah.
That are making crap tons of money that are not investing in their own art form. And it feels disingenuous. So you go then, oh, well, we're failing. We're poor, starving actors in their multi-million-dollar homes. It's like,
oh, God forbid.
You want to save your art form, invest in your art form.
Yeah. Easy as that.
If I want gaming to be better, then I need to make stuff to better gaming.
Yeah.
If I want to do podcasting, whatever, you have to do what you're passionate about. And you don't get to sit there and then bitch about it if you don't.
Yeah. True.
You say things now.
What do you mean I haven't said things?
I felt like I just went on a rant, so it's your turn.
No, but like it's like you bring it back to a good point where it's just like there's this opportunity that people could do, but nobody wants to do it, you know. Well, one, because it's not safe. That's one thing we know for sure. It's not safe.
I think it's perfectly safe. I think they overestimate the failure rate.
Well, the thing is, too,
but they were but it's over investing with over expectations, and that comes down to a corporatized version of the art.
That's what I'm saying, because I feel like, let's say that becomes the format, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, a guy wants to make a movie, something he's very passionate about, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's just say he just fucks it, right? Absolutely dumps shit, barely makes any money.
Yeah.
And then what's it called? What happens after that? You know what I mean?
Well, if he flops it, he flops it. But the thing with that is that you have to temper that. So the gaming is getting into this issue, and it's kind of starting to turn around as well.
Well, yeah, we talked a little bit about that before. The whole indie gaming.
But it's the same. It's the same issue where it's like, okay, great, we're gonna pump tons of money into this, and then we're gonna wonder why it didn't succeed. Well, you pumped more money into it than you were ever going to make.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're going to make movies, okay, I'm gonna make a movie. It's a risk. It's a risk.
Mm.
Okay, I'm not going to attach to an IP that's known. I'm going to do like a lone book that we just want to do a movie of.
Yeah.
Okay, so go old school with that. You have $12 million. Make it.
Yeah.
You should be able to make it. If you can't make a movie for $12 million,
that says a lot about you.
Then it says a lot about what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
One, who are you hiring?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. There are people that will attach themselves to IPs just for the love of the form.
Yeah.
They don't take huge pay. They don't need to. Mm-hmm. And even if that doesn't work, hire no names.
Yeah.
How many actors are waiting for their chance to be in a movie?
Tons.
Yeah.
That's okay. It makes what happens if because of that movie you get an A-list actor. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I think the other issue that people don't want to do that for. There's another reason is that streaming has kind of killed the just go to the movies Friday.
Yeah.
Like, because with prices of tickets being $15 a head.
Yeah. For some, like, well,
unless you're at a matinee, which is then $12.
Yeah.
It's not much better. But it's like, okay, am I going to go with my buddies to the movie theater to spend $15 to $30 to go see a movie we have no idea on?
Yeah.
Especially when we have video games, streaming services. We have all sorts of other ways to entertain ourselves for a lot cheaper. Overall, mm-hmm. I mean, streaming is getting up there, but a lot cheaper.
The age of piracy is coming back.
It's coming. Not condoning piracy.
Wink, wink.
You caveat that we are not endorsing or supporting or promoting piracy, but I can. Well, but it's the same thing as like I'm not going to support it, but I understand it.
Yeah, I get it.
I get it when Netflix locks everything behind a $22 paywall to watch it without freaking ads.
That's also too something that I will say. Maybe my generation is doing more than other generations are doing now. Is that we're going back to owning your media, right?
Going back to that.
I
got away from that when I was in the military and I was moving around a lot because there's just a lot of crap to lug around.
Yeah, exactly.
But now I'm settled down and I'm living in one spot. I'm rebuilding my game collection. I'm not rebuilding my movie collection just simply because I buy too many random movies and it would just be like, oh.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, we're going back to this form of just like we want to own things, and I feel like that's what like going back to like, hey, let's go to a movie theater. You know why? Because it's something different. It's something like what you can stay at home watch a movie, but that's just like
But what I think this generation is doing well, and this is what leads into things like Markiplier's.
Yeah.
They want to go back to socialization in public.
Yeah, exactly.
And go do things together. Mm-hmm. And you guys are starting to notice the value of that. My generation kind of dropped that. Like, the ass end of the millennials, we were in a weird spot. So, like, we're right there at the beginning of the rise of the internet. Mm-hmm. A lot of us grew up on it, but not quite the degree that the following two generations did, where it was all they knew.
Exactly. Was
growing up on the internet. We knew enough. Like, we remember going to the movies. Mm-hmm. I had family movie night. We either sat at home and watched movies, or we went to the theater and watched movies. And that was a big deal, and we all, like, pay attention to what's coming out. Why? Because it's, hey, cool, does this look good?
You watch this movie. Yeah.
Like, my wife gives me crap. She's like, I don't know I don't follow celebrities like you do. And I was like, I don't follow celebrities. I just grew up watching movies, and I just remember the names that I liked.
You just have to be in the movie I liked.
Right. So it's definitely one of those things that it's a return. Hollywood's in a weird spot. They have the opportunity to fully go in on the Markiplier formula, which is find something that it has a niche, has a little pocket, give somebody a passion for it, the money. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. Just give them the money and let them make something awesome. What are they going to do? Inevitably, because I can already tell, they're going to wait until enough voices just don't care about AI, and they're just going to dump into that.
Yeah.
That is a tool that's coming up, and I can't really argue that it's going to be effective. It's not really ethical, but it's effective. Mm-hmm. But when does that ever stop money machines?
True. I mean, it's a whole different
That's a whole different subject. That's a whole nother talking point, and I would confuse people back and forth on my flip-floppery on opinions on crap, and I don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
But, no, it's definitely if somebody gave me money to make a movie, I'm going to make a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm passionate about Star Wars. It's going to be an expanded universe, original expanded universe, a good expanded universe, but it's going to be something that I'm going to do, and I'm going to work within the limits of what money I have, and I'm going to work within the limits of the story capability I have to tell you. I'm not going to make a movie about Han, Luke, and Leia. Why? Because, one, I can't hire those actors, and even if I could, they're all too old for the story that you're probably going to tell.
You're not going to do the 2-hour sex scene in the movie?
No. No.
That's where the $12 million is coming from.
No, I'm not going to do that. But, again, that's my point. It's like, if I hand you, it's like, here's $12 million to make an IP movie. Mm-hmm. You get it's whatever you want.
Yeah.
Pitch it to us by the end of the week. Okay, what are you going to do? You're probably going to go find a friend who can write a story, or already has one.
Yeah.
Like, has a script ready. It's like, cool, here we go. Or you wrote it, because that's another thing. A lot of people tend to forget that, is that a lot of these older directors, they were also writers. They wrote a lot of their own shit. Mm-hmm. And if they didn't, they were handed it by the studio. It was like, here, we have this. Would you like to direct this?
Exactly.
Yeah, sure. Okay, well, read the script. Is it any good? If it's not, say no.
Yeah.
I don't know why we got to this point where it seems like everybody's just in it to take the paycheck and put out junk and then bitch that we're the problem when we don't go see it because we identified it very early on for the tropey junk it was.
Yeah. That's why it's good. This whole, I guess, talk is like, hey, the beauty of just like, you have a passion about something, go for it. Go do it.
Right.
Because most likely, because you're going in with low expectations, you know?
Well, 100%, yeah.
Like, who's going to expect something from you, you know? You're not a big top name person. Like,
think about, I mean, the best examples are old Spielberg, Lucas.
Exactly.
Shit, you could even go Michael Bay, but I don't know how his career started. But I mean, he became very tropey, and we knew what he would. You saw him name Michael Bay, you knew what you were getting into when you went to. Well, I wasn't Batman, but like it's like if I show you a trailer of The Rock, are you going into it expecting a rom-com? Probably not. If I get shown a trailer nowadays, half the time I don't know if I can trust it. Because I'll see it, I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good... Gamer's a prime example of this. I showed you that movie. You hated the movie.
I absolutely hated the movie because...
hated the movie.
The trailer showed action-packed. This guy was playing this guy.
Yeah, you got catfished by the trailer.
I was so ready to watch this movie. I sit down. Guys is just rubbing up on each other.
It is... Half of it is just mindless.
No. 75%.
No. Half of it is mindless bloodshed.
Yeah.
Just in your face. And the other half is just pointless nudity.
Yeah, no, 75% nudity.
I'm giving you grace of 50-50, okay?
No, you know what it was. You know what you did to me.
Hey, I'll let you decide.
No, don't say you gave me a decision to decide. You know what I like to watch, and you're like, yes, I'm going to tell this guy that this is an action-packed movie by the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be great.
I mean, to be fair, it was an action-packed movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't good action.
No.
I never claimed it was good.
I love watching a guy drink gasoline and then
vomit it into
an engine and then piss in it and then drive for way more time than he should have with the amount of vomit and piss he put into that car.
Hey, man.
Hey, that's movie magic, though.
It's movies, man. You just let it go. But again, that's a prime example of you got catfished into a movie.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was one that had the bones to be a good movie, and they just didn't know what they were doing. And the editing team for the marketing team, good on them, because they were able to spin that movie into that trailer.
Yeah.
And the trailer looks awesome. The movie falls vastly short of that. But it's another thing where it's like, okay, I see that so much. Or you have the other one where it's, I know the whole movie from the trailer.
Yeah.
Why would I go see the film?
Exactly.
I'll wait for it to come to streaming 2 months later. Because we're at that point where it's 2 months until it's on streaming.
Yeah. No, it's like, what, a week after it comes out in theaters? It's like, oh, no.
No, that was Superman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to say. Yeah.
That was James Gunn's Superman. Where it's like, oh, immediately. But it's a success.
It is. Yeah, I'll say that.
Honestly, I don't hate the movie. I actually like it.
It was a good refresher. Kind of brought back to the roots of what Superman was.
Some diehard comic fans will argue with you. Oh, God, yes. I could send you some nerdrotic videos that...
Get in the comments, guys.
They hate Superman. Well, the problem is, they hate Superman because, one, it's not about Superman. The best way they describe it's a mediocre film. Mm-hmm. I will agree with that. As a superhero movie, it is a mediocre, because you're opening salvo for a new universe in your Superman movie. Superman doesn't feel like the main character.
Yeah.
Crypto or Mr. Fantastic, they feel like the main character.
Yeah.
They got some awesome scenes.
I even say that Guy Gardner.
Guy Gardner had better scenes.
Yeah.
Why are you doing Superman dirty? And it goes back to understanding the director and the showrunner. Like, Gunn had said publicly he didn't know how to do Superman. He didn't want to do it. Mm-hmm. And then he found his dog, and that was his angle in, was Crypto, and then it very much is just a Guardians of the Galaxy movie reskinned for DC. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. Yeah. This is why I'm not looking forward to Lanterns, because it has the vibe of you could have done Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
But you didn't want to.
God, No, we're going back to the suit not being green.
The suit's not green, we're not flying, we're having this, like, down-to-earth, weird detective story, which you could do.
But it's not him.
But you still need some goofiness, and you still need some, like, very much CGI and some powers, and of anything to go over the top with.
It's Green Lantern.
It's Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Barring Green Lantern, I don't know what other superhero... Maybe Flash... You could do over the top just simply because he's quippy, kind of like...
Well, he is the comic relief.
He's the comic relief character, so if you did a Flash TV show, or or a movie, then you could go...
Again.
you could be, irreverently funny, and that's fine, but other than Flash, really, it's Lantern. Yeah. Lantern's the only one, because you have the opportunity to do goofy stuff.
Yeah.
Little kid out there.
No, that's what I appreciated about the Man of Steel, those DC, because it took, hey, this is our trope and we're sticking with it.
Well, and the thing with it is that I didn't like Superman. I've never liked Superman.
Man of Steel?
I never liked the character.
The character
Superman. I liked Man of Steel.
Yeah.
And that was kind of what gave me the ability to dabble in Superman and learn a bit more. Mm-hmm. Because conceptually, I didn't like the hero. It's one of that, I don't like the over-the-top, mega-powered heroes that somehow always get their ass kicked.
Yeah.
At the next villain of the week.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me. Mm-hmm. But when you get down and you start conceptualizing from a comics perspective, he's more of an ideal. He is the representation of these things that make humanity great. Then, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, though, I didn't care about that. And I don't like that's the same reason I don't like Hulk. And a lot of other heroes that are that, top of the top. Nothing can stop them.
Yeah.
I don't like those kind of characters. But I'm a very street level kind of fan. I like Batman. I like Daredevil.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's all right. I'm not so much of a Spider-Man. He's a little too happy for me. Not enough depression, not enough self-guilt. That's why I like Daredevil. He's quippy, but he's also hating on himself every other minute.
He's an emo kid.
Yeah. It's a Catholic emo kid.
The perfect combination.
And then you've got Batman, who's just the disgruntled orphan who spent way too much on his cosplay.
Yeah. The eyeliner and all that.
Put a little Nirvana, Come As You Were, playing in the background.
Exactly. I'm surprised he never does that.
He does in the Batman. That is literally he's sitting listening to Nirvana in the game.
In the first one? Oh!
In the Pattinson movie, The Batman.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's literally sitting there with eyeliner on, his long hair hanging over his face, listening to Nirvana.
Yeah. You're right.
I was like, you finally nailed the emo Batman.
Yeah.
All right, we good.
That's what I wanted. That's all I ever wanted.
That movie's about 50-50 too. That was 50% of that movie is amazing.
Yeah.
And the other is just gobbledygook propaganda from the writers.
What was that? I will say that I did like that movie for what it was. It was very much like a very real world Batman.
It was fine. I don't hate it. I like it. I don't really love the Catwoman representation. Although I do like that if you were going to make any character tied to a mob boss, that was one that worked.
Yeah. I
thought that was fine. I absolutely hate Riddler portrayal in that it does not feel like Riddler. It feels more like Hush.
I thought he was Hush after when I first saw him.
Literally, it feels like Hush or... there's another one that's similar to that. I can't remember off the top of my head. But, there's a couple that run the same trope. Like, you could have done Holiday Man. Or Calendar Man. Yeah, Calendar Man would... There's a missed opportunity with Calendar Man. That would be... We have a Batman. We have Batman coming out. And I don't know why James Gunn didn't just absorb the Pattinson Batman. Yeah. We're going to include this. Why? You already said you're going to have different vibes for all the heroes.
Which I liked because it would have been such a good difference
between Superman and Batman. Yeah. And I feel like it would have done great. Yeah. But again, it's us overthinking as fans, and they don't like fans, so...
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of...
But I mean, again, if you're going to get back to this and you're going to go, what does Markiplier's thing do? It shows that you take a smaller ID... a smaller IP, a smaller idea, make it work for yourself at a lower budget, and you see vast profits. Because I think he only spent, $9 million, something like that? I can't remember what he spent, but he made huge profit.
He did. Well, we saw it was like
basically $50 million. I think after it goes on to sales and production, and he'll make maybe over $1 million. Yeah. $3 million. So, okay. So, the first $3 million's gone, and then... I think I was having a conversation with Nick where it's like, okay, well, then he had all this profit and he took some of it and invested back into his crew and his cat. It's like, okay, cool. You can do that stuff when you didn't spend $6 million on the damn movie.
Yeah.
This is the thing, is like, especially Superman, you look at that, it's like, oh, well, it was so profitable. Really, you guys have tried tooth and nail to hide the profits. Yeah. To hide this. And then you try to buff it up. And again, a lot of that, I think, is coming down to playing the market because they're trying to sell Warner Brothers. So that's what that is. But I think it really comes to a point is like smaller ideas, smaller projects, more concise. And they had an opportunity this like with The Crow, the remake they did. Yeah. I felt like you had an alright actor. I felt like you had an kind of iconic actor to play the bad guy. And then you gave me this weird movie. I haven't seen it, but like everything I've saw about the movie, I was like, you have the elements of The Crow, but it doesn't feel like a Crow. It feels very much like you want to do a paranormal John Wick. Yeah. Which I guess is a thing you can do, but it's not in The Crow because. Yeah. And then, from what I understand, is like they're very unlikable characters. Well, you can't for like the mains. Yeah. It's like, well, your main characters, like you have to feel for them. You have to care about them. These are just horrible people that screwed their life up and died for it. Oh well, okay, well then you know that you get what you get. Yeah. I can't really help you if you're not going to help yourself. Yeah. That was never the case because you look at the original Crow movie. What was great about it? It was like we didn't know much about the main characters before they die, other than they were good people, a little weird. Yeah. But that's great. That's fine. You can be weird. but they were killed horrifically for simply trying to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to protect other people, trying to help other people. They're killed, he comes back, he takes vengeance on these assholes. Yeah. That's why it was a good movie, because it was relatable that, hey, if I do the wrong thing, would I die? And if I die and could come back, would I take vengeance on the people that killed me and my person?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If that happened to me, yeah.
I'd do that.
I'm going vicious. I'll make medievalists cringe.
Oh, God. I was going to bring back the torture devices from the...
Oh, I'm going to bring back some spins on them, yeah. But that's the thing, is like, you have to have things that are risk, but low risk, high reward potential.
Yeah.
$3 million for $50 million return. Don't care how you cut it.
Yeah.
Even with the excuse of he had a built-in audience, doesn't freaking matter.
Yeah.
Because
we've seen it. Okay, because look at Logan Paul. He made a movie. That shit was not successful.
What did he make?
It was like a tropey movie, like in America, you have to be smart or you get killed off, basically.
Yeah, that sounds stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Well-known YouTuber, by the way. Almost like the top 10% of most watched on YouTube.
Yeah.
Flopped as a movie.
Yeah. Because you gave a bad concept, and people saw it when they saw the reference. It was also not advertised anywhere. It wasn't hated on by the. I think that was really that hate that Markiplier got from Hollywood for daring to try and make a movie.
Yeah.
And like they all tried to say, no, you can't do this, can't do this, can't do this, and he just kept pushing back.
Yeah.
And the fans kept pushing back, like, no, you're gonna release this damn movie.
Yeah.
You're going to do this.
Yeah. Because
you don't control what the hell we put out. That's the case. And gaming needs to get back to that. And music needs to get back to that.
Everything.
Everything needs to get back to that. It's like, look, artists need to be making art, not propaganda. You want to make propaganda? Go make propaganda.
Not
I don't care.
Everything has to be connected.
And the other thing is, art has always been propaganda, right? So, like, it has always had a message. There's always been a point. There's always been a thing. In everything.
Yeah, but it was your thing, you know what I mean?
Okay, but even Star Wars, right? Yeah. So like even Star Wars is a very anti-fascist kind of like it's a World War II Western style movie. There's tropes and things all over it that are like Nazis and Wild West and princess and knights and like it is full of tropes and propaganda and messaging. But it's still a timeless story. And you take out of it what you want and you move on. That's what makes it great. You can't do that if all you're going to do is, I'm making this, as Gyllenhaal just proved, I'm making this just to be against other people.
Doesn't work that way.
Doesn't work. No, you're not going to get people because people aren't going to care.
Because at that point, why am I watching?
Why am I watching? I don't want to watch propaganda. I want to watch a movie with a good story. If it
with
has,
a slight of good propaganda.
Yeah, if you pump it, well, like there is a lot of people that will hate on things like Friends, like How I Met Your Mother, like sitcoms. Old movies, things like because like there's full of feminist propaganda. Like, yeah, but it's still good.
Yeah, I enjoyed How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother, great show, love it. Friends, great show, love it. Are they full of feminist propaganda? 100%. Does that make them bad? No, not in the slightest. They're still good shows.
Yeah.
But you came away pulling one of two things. Either you came away and all you focused on was the propaganda.
That's on you.
That's on you.
Yeah.
Because it was still enough. It was subtle enough that it was like, okay, that's not the main point here. The main point is people just living their lives.
Yeah.
And I think Markiplier's movie is like, this is just a horror movie based off a game.
Yeah.
And we just want to make a good horror movie.
Yeah.
Not a propaganda machine. Like there's a movie that came out I think it was last year. Mickey 27, 23. It's a Rob Pattinson movie. But he's like a clone or something and he keeps dying.
Oh, yeah.
Mickey 27 or something
27.
Like that. And literally it was like from everything I heard about it, I didn't go see it because I was like, it kind of gives me like something I've seen 100%. I'll see what the reviews feel like. And everything I heard about it was like, this is nothing but propaganda, anti-fascist propaganda, with a decent story that's buried beneath all of that.
The propaganda.
It's like, great. So if you had focused on the story and not the propaganda, you would have probably been fine.
Yeah, it would have been a better movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's the problem. They're focusing on the message, not the material. Give me the material, and
so I can get the message,
and then side your message.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so what's another one that you could say that with? It has a message, but
thinking of good ones, like Hunger Games is a good example of a good like movie, but it has the underlying.
Okay, profitable one. Harry Potter. What's the underlying message of that whole thing?
I don't know. Adults suck.
Well, that's very true. No, the underlying message would be like love conquers all.
Yeah,
is the strongest power. It's the thing. Love, compassion.
The main protagonist, bullshit.
Friendship, yada 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 yada. Whatever. But we've heard it 1,000 times. We all know it. But if that was done, and I'm talking about the books, not the movies, because the movies derail and they go nuts. But the books at least hold that message through. Now, is there other things like women empowerment with the Hermione character constantly throughout the books? Yes. God, yes.
Yeah.
Entirely. But it's still a very low part, and it's not the main focus. Mm-hmm. Now, if you want to make a movie that's the main focus, by all means, go make it. There are some out there, but you know the ones that do really well with that? Historical movies that are about people that actually did stuff like that.
Yeah, Napoleon.
Yeah, like, Napoleon, don't mention that in front of a history buff. They'll blow your head off. Napoleon was an awful movie. As a movie.
Okay.
As a movie, Napoleon's story is awful.
Yeah.
As a historical context, there's a lot to pull out of that.
Yeah.
But
just a little man who could get no bitches.
He wasn't even little. He was actually tall, comparatively.
Yeah, but like, you couldn't get no bitches, bro.
Speaking of propaganda, you're feeding into British propaganda. Okay.
No. I'm pulling history. I'm just saying.
No, you're pulling a trope, and it's fine. That's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
No, I really think that it is one of those that if they went back to doing isolated things in a small, concise scale, focusing on particular stories, good character writing, good character development, doesn't matter. You get something. Even if, because the best help above anything, and people make this point all the time, is the best help for any kind of IP is word of mouth. Mm-hmm. You can advertise out the ass, doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, it's not good.
If it's not good, people will not go see it. And half the time when you make a movie on propaganda, trying to sell a message, the people you're trying to sell it to probably are not going to go see it.
Yeah, Snow White for prime example.
Well, so like somebody made this point like, oh, we're gonna make a movie that are these elements. So I think they were talking about lanterns, and like, oh, we're gonna try and ground it like a Taylor Sheridan show, and ground it like this Midwest, grounded reality, middle of the country kind of thing. Oh wait, this is a fucking comic book movie show. No, I ain't gonna see that shit.
Yeah,
like they don't care if you put it in something they don't care about.
Yeah,
they're not gonna go see. Are you gonna put anti-cop material in a cop show? No, because the people it's going to resonate with aren't going to watch.
Big IPs, it happens many times. Halo, Master Cheeks.
Master Cheeks, prime example.
Master Cheeks.
Prime example, Master Cheeks. What did you make? You made Halo or 117. I can't ever remember. It's John
117.
John 117. So you made John something didn't resonate with the fandom. Mm-hmm. Wasn't written well, so it didn't resonate with anybody else either.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You made something nobody liked. Like even you can criticize the original Resident Evil movies as a fan of Resident Evil before the movies, and you go like, "This is horrible." You can even criticize that as a movie buff, going like, "These are bad movies." But you know what? Resonated with enough people to make 6 sequels, so they did something. They made something right.
Doing something right.
Doesn't mean it was great, but it was slop. It was what was it? Guilty pleasure movies is what I heard it called recently, and I'm like, you know what? That's about the best explanation of those films.
Yeah,
they are guilty pleasures by people that just want to watch mindless, stupid zombie movies.
Don't have to worry about the plot.
Don't need to worry about the plot that difficult because it ain't really one there, and every movie undoes the plot of the last movie anyways.
Yeah,
so it's like, okay, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But and I honestly didn't even know about the undoing the last movie.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense, but until somebody pointed it out and they're like, every movie's intro destroys the last movie's entire plot. I'm like, huh. Because I grew up watching those.
Yeah.
And I like those.
Yeah. And
then I was like, as I get older, I'm like,
I see it.
It's very hard. But it's like the prequel trilogies. Like, I grew up watching them, I liked them, and the longer you go rewatching and paying attention, the more issues you see.
I don't like that.
The longer you stare at this painting, the worse it gets.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
If you did a one watch and done, you're probably fine.
No, it's a pretty decent movie.
It was fine, and I never came back to it, and never watched it again.
Yep.
But if you keep doing it, you'll find the holes. The problem is, nowadays, they make movies and shows and shit, where you don't need to watch it 3 times. You watch it once and you see the holes, you're like, oh, this is horrible. No, I don't know. What are we're about there, yeah.
About the time. I think an hour is good.
An hour, yeah, about a little bit over an hour.
A little over an hour, here and there. But
we only got one edit out, I think, this time. So
yeah. It was a lot quieter compared to.
Yeah, we have loud carts that go by, so we have to edit that out unless y'all want to listen to bangs.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think we pretty much nailed it home, and really didn't talk too much about the movie itself, which is good. Go see it.
Yeah, great movie.
I haven't seen it yet. I gotta watch. I'm kind of waiting for it to come off big screens.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out the whole DVD.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out marketing and all that, which is a whole nother beast on itself. But I think they've made enough money; they should.
Yeah, they'll get it done.
I think he's weighing bids at the moment on who distributors.
Oh, okay.
Distributors. And then there's, I think Nick told me that he's trying to find a way to do it himself.
Yeah, well, he's trying to do everything independently. Kind of just bring back the point, like, you can do it yourself.
Do it yourself. Yeah. Do it yourself. And it's the same thing that books did a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Well, I say a long time ago, probably like 10 years ago. Which, to the younger you are, feels like forever. The older you are, feels like nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 5 years? That was nothing.
Yeah. Sorry.
Don't play footsie with me. Marine? Start with me.
Okay. But, at the end of the day, it's like I said, have passion for what you want to do.
If you have passion,
it's going to work.
Go out and try. Understand that you don't need multiple hundreds of millions of dollars to do things.
Yeah.
YouTube's been proving that for years. There are very good fan films.
Made very low budget.
Very, very low budgets. I'm not a huge fan of everyone I've ever seen, but I am a big fan of a lot that I've seen.
Yeah.
You can do a lot. Corridor Crew does a lot of these like standalone. They did a realistic lightsaber fight. Yeah. One of the best lightsaber fights I've ever seen. And that's my point. It's like you have things where you can do stuff for a very low budget and do it better than most movies do it because they are too focused on who they hire, what they're trying to push inside of that IP, and just how much can they milk it for.
Exactly.
Make it for profit, you'll fail. Make it for passion, you'll succeed. That's my bit.
Yeah.
My basic bit.
All right.
I think I still dominated the conversation today.
No, it's perfect. Like you said, this is how it works. Question, you answer.
Just a weirdly self-interview.
Something like that. But I put my input here and there.
You do put your input in, and I mean, I guess you make up for it. You edit everything afterwards, so.
Wait, call me.
I'm going to call you out as the editor. If anything's wrong, it's him.
No, wait. Listen. Just know I'm trying my best when it comes to
Hey, we're only 2 episodes in. I highly doubt anybody's going to watch these.
No, trust. There's passion. Like we just talked about, there's passion.
There's passion to discuss.
Exactly. But
also, go discuss things with your friends.
Yeah.
Don't just sit and listen to people on the internet.
Yeah, make your own opinions.
Then bitch about it.
Yeah, there you go. See, there's a difference. You thought about it, came with your own opinion.
Then you complained on the internet about it. Don't do it the other way.
See, I respect that.
Don't complain about it, then form an opinion, then never talk about it.
Exactly. But
I think that's it. We're wrapped up. Let's spin the wheel and see if we get something we like, or we'll respin. I feel like we're gonna respin every time.
But you know what? Why not?
What else could we have talked about for an hour?
Yes.
Halo
Flood horror game. We have to talk about that next time. I'm very excited about this. This is one of the ones where that's the one I'm going to talk about my ass off.
Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll do that. Then Issa, you can talk.
For a whole 40 minutes. I'm going to explain the entire
I'm going to get you a box of crayons and you can eat them as you go.
There we go.
All right, that's it.
That's it. I'm Isai.
I'm Bryce. Toodles.
See ya.